Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Community Remix. I just finished precisely 250 milliliters of Neocitrin. Let's do this. I'm excited. I am full of lemony medicine. You may remember him as the author of a series of unfortunate events. I was gonna come up with some kind of joke there. There isn't one. The joke is in my hands right now. Unfortunately, I took damage on the very first floor, which means that my odds of getting a deal with the devil have gone precipitously down. We also have no keys. That means my odds of getting anything good on this floor have gone precipitously down. Well, they're exactly in the same position they started in, I guess, but I'm not thrilled about our current position. That being said, it's a long game. To, you know, be calling for a restart after the third room on the Basement XL would probably be a little bit premature. That being said, it is remarkable to me, you know, how much my philosophy on Isaac has changed over the past 8 weeks, 12 weeks, you know, 2 or 3 months or so. Don't you hate it when people use weeks instead of months? Just use months, you ding-dongs. Oh, it's been 6 weeks since... No, it's been a month and a half. Just put it in terms people can understand. There's no need to gussy it up by making it harder to understand. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at, though, is that, you know, my perception of how to play the Binding of Isaac has actually changed a lot, in a subtle way. Which might seem a little bit, like those ideas run counter to one another. But really, I've really come to the idea, come to terms with the fact that the second floor, or in our case here, the first floor, because it's an XL floor, is really the most important floor in Isaac. It really, really sets the tone. It's not to say that if you have a bad first and second floor, or second floor specifically, you can't come back from it. But that second floor sets the tone. If you get HP and the precedent for a deal with the devil, and maybe you pull out with 1 spirit heart or something like that, you can snowball so quickly. I bet if you stacked up my, like, win statistics and then, you know, correlated them by, you know, what percentage of wins had a deal with the devil on the second floor and which percentage of wins didn't have a deal with the devil on the second floor. Actually, let's take that the opposite way. Like, what percentage of wins had a deal with the devil on the second floor, and which percentage of losses didn't have a deal with the devil on the second floor? You would find some interesting results, is just my guess. I'm gonna pop what I just popped there. I popped 2 of clubs. That allowed us to get double bombs. It also allowed me to pick up a spirit heart, which means that I shouldn't, unless something goes terribly wrong, take red heart damage against the bosses. So we'll still have a chance to get a deal with the devil here, provided I don't take damage against the bosses. I don't know if it works on either one, or if it's got to be both, or if it's just the second boss that you don't have to take red heart damage against. Or sorry, I should say you can't take red heart damage against if you want to preserve that, you know, 30 whatever % chance. But that spirit heart is going to benefit us here, which is why I thought it would be a good idea to pop it down. HP upgrade, kind of a no-brainer. Maybe this floor is not going to be as dangerous as I thought. I don't really want to use a bomb to kill famine. It shouldn't be necessary. It's tempting, but, you know, tempting and necessary are 2 very different things. That being said, I'm getting a little anxious here as time ticks by. Maybe I will, but once he enters the, like, permanent head stage, there's just no point. Like, 1 bomb would actually finish the job. But I'd rather use it to maybe gain access to the secret room, or the item room, either of which could be, or is, I should say, pretty plausible based on the layout of the level that we've got in front of us right now. So this is a pretty big moment of truth here. We're gonna still be in the hands of the random number generator to some extent, and no deal with the devil makes me a little sad, but that's okay. Are we gonna try to save the spirit heart, or are we gonna go to that curse room? There's a bit of a, you know, dichotomy there. I prefer saving the spirit heart, I think. So that bomb obviously didn't work out in our favor. Since we have a reroll ready, that's why I'm trying to pop, you know, into the secret room and beyond to maybe find, god damn it, an item that we could reroll, because it's looking right now like we probably won't be able to use any rerolls on this floor, which would be a bit of a disappointment given, I wonder if we can try this. A bit of a disappointment given, you know, the fact that we do have rerolls ready and a reasonable amount of money, just no keys. That's what's holding us back. 2 floors deep, only having 1 extra HP and a cube of meat is not going to be the kind of thing that inspires a whole hell of a lot of confidence. Doesn't put us too far behind the 8 ball. Like, I've probably had vanilla floors that went worse than that, even if they were stacked one on top of the other, as they often are. That being said, it's probably not going to put me in a great position. And this is it right here, basically. I don't get a key, so that's going to do it. I will look for our secret room. We could still maybe make it work. Maybe there's a slot machine in there I could blow up, but it's pretty unlikely. And you might be saying, you might be screaming, go to the curse room, but sincerely, I think it's best to save the spirit heart to protect us. And oh, what? You know what? Spider 853. It's a Spider reference in Spider Mod. Well, in Community Remix. That's a great item. That makes me feel a whole lot better about the way that this floor has gone. No Community Remixy type stuff yet, but that's okay. Of course, the point about, you know, having the spirit heart is completely moot if we just don't take damage on the next floor. But let's be honest. Whose video are you watching here? You know who I am. I take damage. I'm just gonna take off my hoodie here. I got the citron sweats. Now, Spider Bite. Great item. The ability to slow enemies with our shots is really... Oh, there we go. See? A really great asset to have. There goes my spirit heart already. Not the end of the world because we took it down here. All we have to do is not get hit again. Kind of a tricky first room. Anyway, oh my god. I am bad and mad and not even dodging anymore. This is how things get out of hand. We can still do this. Just play it cool for now. We'll probably use a bomb or two on Chub here. Maybe even two. It's the caves part 1. If only I had been hit one less time, this would have been... Well, not one less time, I guess, at this point. 2 less times, it would have been totally fine. Because we found our boss room so early, it would be a real damn shame to not get a deal with the devil. We can still maybe get a deal with the devil. It's just unlikely. I don't know if... Never mind, because I took damage anyway. So, I don't know what kind of nub this is. We're going to blow it up. Apologies for not being very Community Remixy right now, but mostly I'm just trying to ensure my own survival and, if possible, a small measure of success. What I was trying to say about Spider Bite is that I consider it substantially better than Little Gish just because you're in control of it and it's based on, you know, your aim and your rate of fire as opposed to a rotating familiar, which can be of dubious quality at some points. These nubs are pretty annoying. This champion version of Chub is really annoying. It's got a metric fuck ton of HP, apparently. But it's gonna die, the same way most things do in Isaac, including ourselves. And we're gonna have at least one reroll pedestal that we can do something with. But don't let me cop out of it. If I start saying, you know, oh, we didn't get any keys, that's why we're losing. It's because of this dumb damage. We're lucky that we didn't get an XL floor, so those problems aren't gonna be compounded floor over floor, but still, this is me being bad that's causing this. It's not the game's fault. It's not even the RNG's fault. I mean, if a game being hard is not the game's fault. Like, if I lose, it'll be like, oh, fuck you, game. Sometimes I'll say that, but it's always as a joke, you know? It's the reason you like hard games is because occasionally you lose at them. But, it's me messing up my deal with the devil percentages. Ooh, that's a new one. The pen. At least, if nothing else, we've got something Community Remixy going on here. I have no idea what that would do. I'll just be honest with you. I hope it's good, though. Was really hoping that would be the secret room, but still, at least being able to have one key and open the item room is great here. Now we have no bombs and we can't open that tinted rock. Now, instead of opening... Actually, we'll do both. Yeah, we'll do both. We have 2 keys. Actually, maybe we won't do both. I'm almost thinking that instead of opening the item room, we open the mob trap room. What's my reasoning there? Well, the chest in the mob trap room. Well, there could be enough money to give us... First off, let's just take the obvious one. There could be an item. That's good. There could be, if there's not an item, some money, which would allow us to... Never mind, there's 3 keys now, so we'll totally go to the item room as well. But anyway, we'll end up taking that because the item in the boss room is worse. What I was getting at is that we'd still be able to go to the shop in addition to going to the mob trap room. And we would get one last reroll, which is what we need here. We don't have the HP for it. Are you fucking me? I need to get the HP for it. So we'll even buy a red heart in here if necessary. It's gonna put a little damper on my my plans. There were no more red hearts left in that other level. Well, this better be worth it, is all I can say. Hopefully we get some bombs and maybe can gain access to the secret room here. But enough money to buy the compass outright would also be fine. Oh, we got a key back. Well, we wouldn't have been able to buy the compass anyway. So I can't get too salty about it, but it's hard not to. Maybe if we had been able to go to the secret room, we could have, but oh well. Another floor, kind of, I wouldn't necessarily say down the drain, because we are going to get to reroll our 8-ball into something hopefully a little bit better, but we really need to protect this spirit heart on the next floor. Learn from your mistakes, just play smarter. We're far from a sunk run. For a run where you haven't gotten any deals with the devil, to actually have an item like Spider Bite that has an enormous amount of offensive and defensive potential is actually very rare, so I can't complain very hard. need to play better, ideally. And on the bright side, we are stacking up some extra HP. Look at how long it took me to kill those, Are you kidding me? Look at how long it took me to kill those, Eyeless Ooze guys, though. I'm not proud about stuff like that. Hopefully it gets taken care of. To be able to get the pentagram, there goes my spirit heart. There goes my heart. Anyway, you know the Pixies. Everyone's seen Fight Club now. Back in my day, the early 2000s, you had to have broadband internet access to know who the Pixies were, and that was not a dime a dozen, I promise. Anyway, let's keep moving along here. Maybe we'll get lucky and there will just be a benevolent deal with the devil sitting there. There's not. There's extra HP. Okay, well, it is what it is, isn't it? Caves 2. Don't take damage, please. What's my main problem right now? I'm still calibrated to that Guppy run that we just finished, where I did a ton of damage. I feel like the pen's making me go faster, but I did recently pick up a speed upgrade. I can't tell if it's technically 2 speed upgrades, or if it's just the one that I got, and I'm just projecting the pen's effect onto that. But anyway, don't take damage. Play it super safe, even if it's going to take you a little extra time. That's an important thing to internalize here. Now, hopefully we're fighting an easy boss, and I can swing it. I can use bombs if necessary. Oh, Jesus, that was scary. I hesitated to say something there, because I was like, if I say something, it'll take some of my mental energy. It might cause me to get hit. Okay. We have to be a little cautious, because sometimes blow up these barrels in my own face. So let's get that one killed, then go for this one. Okay, this should not be as difficult as it is. But you gotta do what you gotta do. A boss trap room here is very exciting. We can actually gain access to it, which I certainly hope we can. How do you not take damage on this room? It's a very good question sometimes. I'm not always the right person to ask. I might step on those spikes. I've got to come back to that room. Don't let me forget about that, please. But, yes, I need to come back to that room, but I don't want to come back to that room now and walk on the spikes trying to pick up a shiny nickel. Although, in actuality, that might be the right choice, because then we could reroll the shop more easily, because it's going to be right there anyway. Maybe we'll have something to reroll right here. I don't know. I'm psyching myself out. All I got to actually do is play Isaac the way I normally play it, and I should be fine. You know, not taking damage on the caves is not a rarity. So just don't psych yourself out here. There you go. Could look for our secret room. It could be right there. Shall we check? We might as well check. There is. Okay. So that's more than enough money to make our next shop worthwhile, assuming it doesn't have greed, which it won't because we already fought Wrath. Come on, single tinted rock. And arcade. I would love to see an arcade. Why would I love to see an arcade? Because there's a boss trap room, you dingo. Being able to snag some extra attributes would be very important in a bit of a dangerous time like we've got going on now. Have I used my reroll? I have used my reroll. Okay, I've rerolled a couple of things, actually. Lost train of thought momentarily. Come on, just kill one, and then the rest is a lot easier after that happens. You only need to two-shot them once they get down to the ooze state, which is apparently impossible for me. There. Oh, no. You gotta three-shot them once they get down to the ooze state. Okay, the less there are, the easier it is. Okie dokie. We do have one key. Curved Horn. I'll stick with the pen because it's community remix, but I'm tempted. Even though our item room is right here, I gotta save my key for the shop, even though our reroll's ready. I gotta save my key, in my opinion, for the shop. I think it's just too valuable. We can always buy another key, or often buy another key in the shop. That would save some problems. Maybe we'll get a 9-volt or something like that. Okay. How do you handle this room? I can kill a turret first and a turret second. Ooh, really was worried about knockback on the fly there. There we go. Don't get hit. We've managed to do it. Stay in the zone. You want that Blood Oath? I want that Blood Oath, I have to admit. Blood Oath, Guppy's Paw on this deal with the devil. No question about it. Not a doubt in my mind. Why would I even want Guppy's Paw at this point? Well, I guess it would give me more damage from Blood Oath. Fair enough, brain. You outsmarted me this time. So I'm assuming, by the way, that on a strategic level, the Curved Horn is substantially better than the pen. I may be wrong about that. This is just what I'm assuming. With this much money, we're going to do this play, where we take Book of Revelations, probably guarantee ourselves a fight against Pestilence, which, with a first-level Cube of Meat, is not so bad, as is. No key in here is really frustrating. Hopefully we'll get one last reroll that we can actually use there. Otherwise, that's a 15-cent Spirit Heart, which is not really something I love the idea of. And we're not going to get another reroll unless we fight Krampus. which is disappointing because it means I won't have a reroll for a deal with the devil unless I don't want to reroll with a deal with the devil, i.e. we're fighting Krampus. But, so be it. We paid 15 cents for a Spirit Heart. If that at least sets the precedent for this deal with the devil, I will consider it worth it. Now, we can't get that. No means to which to access that item room either. Okay, don't get hit. We got 9 bombs. For once, we actually are going to use bombs the way nature intended to destroy our enemies. He's kind of trapped in there. That's perfect. One last one should sort this out quickly. Alright. Now we're going to get a second level cube of meat. That's a little bit of a damage bonus. All we need beyond that is a deal with the devil to maybe start working our way back in. Thank you, cube of meat. Deal with the devil has 9 lives and sulfur. Fuck. We really can't justify taking sulfur. Even though it's community remix. It's just a shittier brimstone, I'm sorry. And I can't get to that special room. There's 2 more pennies back here I can get. I might as well get those. But yeah, I can't get to that boss trap room. Nor can I get to this item room without like a ladder or something. Oh, this is painful. This is starting to hurt. We finally got our deal with the devil. Asked for something community remixy. Be careful what you wish for, I guess. You know what? Fuck it. Let's hurt ourselves to walk on these spikes in order to get another reroll. Probably should have done this before the boss room. But if we did it before the boss room, we would have ruined our deal with the devil chances. Should have maybe gotten that other penny first, but such a minor thing. Alright, so we got a wooden spoon as a result here, but this does give us a reroll, which I can at least use on the shop to maybe pick up something better. So we're gonna probably not be in too dire of a circumstance here against these bosses. Maybe they'll even drop a key afterwards, and we'll look back and smile on this as the moment when my recklessness actually caused us to win a run, instead of the moment where my cough medicine-addled noggin took us down the rabbit hole of destruction. Which I think is the name of the 5th act in Diablo 3. Now, anyway. Keep this oopie here. Landing some good shots. As far as I'm concerned, when you slow the head, the rest of the body should separate just because they're moving at different rates. But maybe that's just me. So at least we got another reroll out of this. We also got a speed upgrade, which, let's be honest, is, you know, not of the utmost importance, but okay. We could look for second secret rooms. That doesn't impress me too much. Instead, we're going to reroll our shop item in the hopes to find something substantially better. Even if it's just the ladder, at least that would give us access to that key. And we reroll that, and we get the map. I would say that's acceptable. I will spend 2 cents on that just so I don't find myself completely screwed. And I think we made the best of a bad situation there, but that's kind of unfortunate. Maybe we've set the precedent for deals with the angel now. There we go, back to full health. We didn't need to buy that red heart, actually. Turns out I'm kind of an idiot. Can't even open that. And considering our secret room doesn't connect to any special rooms that we can kind of suss out here, I think we're gonna just probably go to it straight away because, well, maybe we'll wait until we get a reroll, just in case it's something we don't want. But it is an item. And what we really want, an item we don't want is probably better than money at this moment. So, you know, the reroll potential there is what gives it that value. So we're in a shitty situation as far as Isaac runs go. Little damage. Probably about average HP for this point in the game. Not a whole lot else going on. This Spirit Heart is extremely important as a potential deal with the devil guardian, basically. Careful. Cancer Trinket. I'm going to stick with the pen. I'm going to take the Cancer Trinket. I'm sorry. I had to betray Community Remix momentarily in order to... Alright, I'm going to have to betray Community Remix momentarily to give myself a chance to survive long enough to get more Community Remix items. That's the way that I'm going to take this. Some people might be questioning why not take 9 lives. You know, there's the obvious guppy potential, but also it's just 9 lives. 5 hearts is pretty, especially this late in the game, is pretty much where I decide, like, you know, that's too much. I can't trade 4 HP away just to have 9 HP spread across 9 lives. It's just not that good. It's not as good, I should say. Thought I had a hunch that room would be like that. Let's be very cautious about this. Justice, that's amazing. Yeah, that Spirit Heart is so beneficial. Also the key, but that probably goes without saying. Okay, so we're starting to build up a pretty decent floor on a floor that should not be pretty decent. A floor that should be the most difficult floor we've had so far. And in many ways is already, but how this floor turns out will very much have an enormous impact on the rest of the game. Pretty confident we'll end up fighting greed here. It just seems to line up like it would make sense to fight greed here, let's just put it that way. Not that I buy into like a cinematic theory of life or anything like that, but it just feels right that greed would be in this room, which maybe will give us a good reroll opportunity. Well, I was half right. Missed the first half. It's even the same number of letters. I was pretty much literally half right. Don't let anyone tell you that that's not true. Teachers give out half marks, man. Yep, that's bad damage on my part. That's okay, though. I knew I was going to take it. I thought maybe the orbital would take care of it. Really just want Super Greed to be dead, which is we're closing in on. There we go. Extra money. Really wish I did a little extra damage. The money be damned. Maybe we'll get a golden chest here. Do I even want one? I would rather just have a regular key. This is unfortunate. One of those Isaac runs that only a mother could love. Ooh, careful. And hopefully you out there in viewer land, of course. We have an item room and a boss room remaining. For once, our item room is actually of critical importance. And now I can start complaining about the game handing me lemons because I didn't make that effort and I got a deal with the devil. And then the deal with the devil was, you know, garbage tier is maybe not fair, but garbage tier, it was pretty close. It's a garbage tier. For us, it was garbage tier. Sulfur is garbage tier. Unless you have some sweet synergies or you can afford to waste money on it. Waste HP on it, I should say. 9 lives this late in the game in our current situation. Pretty garbage. A whole lot of garbage going down, There's a whole lot of garbage going down. Now, if we could just at least get the bomb fly to exist, which we've done there. That's good. Freeing the neutral flies is not, but that's okay. 1 spirit heart still backing us up here. Stop creating flies, you hunk of shit, man. Seriously. You know what? You brought this to yourself. Okay, 1 last fly. Still a spirit heart backing us up, which is extremely lucky, but also very, very nice. Guardian Angel, we'll take it. It's good enough. Let's move on. No need to stress out about it more than that. We can get another key to open that golden chest if we need to, if we want to, if we can. We'll see if we're still alive after this Necropolis 1 fight. Again, 7 bombs. I'm going to be using bombs as much as is necessary. I might even do Daw with the dolls, the dang dickies. I might even up jump the boogie a couple times if you're not concerned with it, if you don't mind. So I'm really glad I got a Guardian Angel now that I know that we've got 3rd level Meat Boy. Oh, really? But yes, now that I know we've got 3rd level Meat Boy in the pipeline, having Guardian Angel mitigates the loss there. Plus Guardian Angel's better than, well, maybe it's not better than 2nd level Meat Boy, but it's probably better than single cube of meat. If taken on merit alone and not potential anyway. Okay, so the war's gonna be annoying for now, but once war enters his like permanent walking state, he's gonna be a walk in the park. Which so far, so good. I really do buy into our deal with the devil chance here, or deal with the angel. I would take Sacred Heart. Man, I don't even know, maybe there's other items in the deal with the angel pool in Community Remix. My strategy is so devil focused. Never mind. Apparently I was a fool to have dreamed it all. We're gonna head down to the next floor. Yes, I know that there's a couple unexplored rooms there. Can you blame me for feeling a little salty? I mean, part of this, a decent chunk of this is my own damnation here. That being said, I am disappointed that our deal with the devil room, we finally got it, turned out so bad. But really, who would have thought that taking damage on that 3rd room and had such a dominant theme? Or maybe it wouldn't. Maybe we would have gotten shit items and deals with the devil either way. Alright, this is your chance to turn it all around. If you only had 1 shot, do not miss your chance to blow this opportunity. Comes in once in a lifetime bomb judgment. Come on, buddy. Work with me here. Any moment now. 3 bombs left. 2 bombs left. 1 bomb left. You're not going to milk me for 9 bombs. That is a 45-cent value, you fuck. What am I supposed to do about that? I got mouths to feed here. I've got secret rooms to open. I've got slot machines to explode. You're a real asshole. What are you going to give me that's worth 10 bombs? That's actually like a pretty tall order. I'll be back for you. Never you fear. Let me just go harvest some bombs. Fucking reroll something into Mr. Mega. And that guy, one day I'll get that guy when I have Pyro, and it'll be the greatest day of all time. We'll exchange our goods and services with one another for, goods and services, by the way, obviously the name of my genitalia, but we'll exchange our goods and services with one another in an equitable fashion as dictated by the laws of commerce and democracy. Seriously, Meat Boy, fuck off with the mask, dude. You got a juicy steak in front of you and you're chewing on the bone. Get away from the grizzle. Eat some meat. I'm gonna go to the curse room. I need what I can get here. Shit, dude. I don't know how much that's gonna help, but here we are. At least I have some HP left over. And we're really at that really awful point where, you know, we're low on damage and low on HP. And I'm starting to wonder how we pull this one out fast enough, because we really are running out of time. That's a big part of this. Okay, well, we've explored the entire part of this floor. That entire part of this floor, I should say, and we find ourselves no closer to a potential solution. This shop, though. I can't. As much as I would love to get Blue Candle, because of course I would, I can't. We took it on the last run, or a very recent run. Map plus compass is a totally acceptable option. And you know what? You did it. Here you go. I'm going to give you a shiny nickel right now. You did this. You've broken me down. Oh, yeah, there you go. There goes the spirit heart. I had a feeling that was probably how that was going to go. We are going to check out our item room. Of course, it helps that we're on Necropolis, too. Kind of a difficult floor, if you were asking me, frankly. Samson's Lock. You know, many reasons not to take that. Abel, now's not the time, Abel. I'm seriously not in the mood for your bullshit. I'm at my wit's end. If you're gonna kill me, that's fine. I've been killed before. At least give me some community remixing type stuff, though. Strength, that's just not really good. And I know there's a library, and I know we have a spare key. And I know we have the, oh, that was bad. I know we have the D6, but our item room is more pressing. Without any augments for our D6, at least. Fuck these hearts, dude. Oh, that was very close. Meat Boy, you gotta do me a favor. You gotta do some chewing, man. Help me help you. I'm your survival thread here. That might not be a real thing, but I'm your lifeline. That's what they call it. It's not like a weird Canadianism where in Canada we call things survival threads instead of lifelines. I'm just a big idiot sometimes. Alright, Abel gets rerolled into the magnet. Oh, I fucking hate everything right now, but that's okay. It's okay, because we could still win. We could still win. The most frustrating thing is just that it's uncommunity remixy right now. I can take a loss. Losses happen. It's just it's the circumstances behind the loss that are annoying. I'm glad we found an arcade closer to the boss trap room. Saves me a little bit of backtracking. Shouldn't have picked up that heart yet. That's dumb. Probably won't end up being an enormous problem, but silly nonetheless. Bad orders. Sometimes the order that you do things in Isaac is important. That's one of those times. Because we want the heart to pick up when we leave. Just it's safer for us. Otherwise, we just have to gamble it away right away, which could work out in our favor if exactly what happened. But now we got to go all the way back down to this one if we want to play and actually be able to go up to the boss trap room. Don't get me wrong. I love the HP upgrade. It's just kind of annoying. It is nice that we'll have an HP upgrade immediately upon, or it will have full health immediately upon leaving the boss trap room, though. I'll give you that. And with 8 cents, I think what we got to do is start doing a little like this, and then that. And the reason we're going to do this is because I want to win bombs to be able to spend on our bomb judgment character over here. Just don't get the red hearts, and we'll all be fine. The nickels are nice. I guess I'll try this out, see what we got. Tears down. Yeah, lovely. Even better. As if this run wasn't shorthanded enough. Now, I didn't need to do that, and I probably should not have done that. Let's take our half heart and leave. Yeah, we'll come back for this. We probably won't do much when we come back, but we can come back for that. No bombs either, which is a real disappointment at this point in my professional career, I assure you that. If that golden chest is easily accessible, I might access it easily. It's not easily accessible. Thanks for ruining my pun, assholes. Okay, what do we have up here? It is stem cells. It's not the king of the... did I spawn both bosses? No. It's not the king of the HP upgrades, but it is an HP upgrade, and we're going to need it. So we got 0 bombs to use against Chad. Chubb. I'll get it right one day, I promise. I use my strength card, and the fact that my strength card is giving me such noticeable gains should tell you a lot about how I feel about this run so far. Which is to say, not very good. That being said, what's my motto of Isaac when things get bad? You just gotta live long enough for the game to carry you. It will happen. Sometimes the game runs out of floors before it does. But eventually, you'll get carried. You'll get the right deal with the devil item. You'll accrue enough bullshit from golden chests. We're slowly but surely eliminating the shit items from the pool in favor of things that are more beneficial for us. And soon, we'll get that item that we need. We'll get that mom's knife. We'll get that donkey's jawbone, which probably is not going to make it onto my list of best items, but still at this point could be fun. We'll get that Loki transformation. Who knows? Okay. We take the blood bag. Sorry, yeah, it is the blood bag in this case. For once, I'm not totally wrong. Don't mean to sound disheartened. I'm just a little under the weather. So we're going to head deeply down here. Not to go Ned Flanders on you. Deeply doodly. Play Dungeon Dirter. And I don't know where I'm going with that. Okay, you know what? Minnie Mush, sure. You earned it. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe I don't give a shit and I want to get ready to fight Mom. I know we're skipping some rooms over here, and that's going to annoy some people, and I think you have a very justifiable reason to be annoyed. That being said, we're doing it. So the quicker you come to terms with that, the quicker we're all going to get along here. This is an exceptionally weak run right now. This is not a good run. It's a run with chances, but those chances are looking increasingly few and far between. Now we won't be skipping some rooms because we actually... oh, you know what? It serves us right. I can't get enough rerolls to use on the IV bag. I can if we fight Mom and somehow can teleport out, but of course we can't. So, you know what? Here we go. Last-ditch gambling here to get more bombs to use on that weird judgment thing. Come on, meat boy. There's a fly right in front of you, buddy. He's gonna hit me. Thank you. We're probably not gonna need our money, so I don't mind this. Extra keys is good. I would love if that was a pretty fly. Things don't always work out the way you need them to, though. So I think we beat Mom. With map and compass, I think that the you know, Utero Necropolis floors are not so bad. We got one more play here. And it's going to be keys, if anything. I know we could do IV bag and get more chances to win bombs, but I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, we I think this run ends in the cathedral unless we get something amazing in a deal with the devil on the next floor, maybe. No bombs, so we can't even access that. Alright, it's going to be red version of Mom. Red version of Mom is exceptionally annoying when you have very low damage spread across a great number of tiers. Red version of Mom is not always annoying, just in this present situation. The slow doesn't even really benefit us. I walked into Mom's foot there, I'll give you that. It's kind of hard to position ourselves to let Guardian Angel actually do damage when you're as fast as we are. That's the attribute we got the most on this run. For better or for worse, and obviously I mean that for worse, because it's speed we're talking about here. Speed kills coming down mountains. Speed kills coming down the street. Did I actually just quote Bush? Like, what year is it? Now, we're about 90% of the way through the fight here. Is your brain shut off? Mine is closing in on it. That's okay, we've got Satan as our next major boss fight. And we actually got an Eternal Heart here, which is maybe a nice compensation for the fact that we picked up Pageant Boy. So at least we got one HP upgrade at some point down the line. Of course it's Utero XL, just to make things a little bit more difficult. There's red chest, Mom's knife, man. Save us. Well, it's pills. Range down. Beautiful. Puberty. Alright, gonna be one of those runs. Those runs happen. You just gotta roll with the punches. If you can't roll with the punches, you got no business playing Isaac. Or maybe you're gonna become the best player of all time. Sometimes the game will screw you with a little bit of your own help, admittedly. Remember I said don't let me out of this? I'm now like, let me out. No, but sincerely, we didn't have an amazing time with the RNG, but we do owe some of that to ourselves. I'll admit, it's my fault. Getting hit on that first floor had some ramifications that were more widespread than anybody could have possibly imagined. Now with one bomb, what do we do with it? We save it for Mom's heart, I guess. At this point, again, I think there's basically no chance we die against Mom's Heart. I'm not too worried about taking damage there, because it's not like we had to deal with the devil chance anyway. Yeah, I'm not too worried about dying against Mom's Heart or the boss that precedes it. That being said, I would prefer not to, if we could avoid it. 2 bombs, okay. Gonna have a couple of guts that should be easy peasy to kill here. Big guts is annoying. I probably should have been hit there. I probably shouldn't have been hit there, so you know what? Fair trade. I mean, obviously on both of those I should have been hit, because that's just how Isaac goes, but... Are you serious? Why wouldn't you loop around the closest existing structure, you asshole? You're ignoring the laws of science and thermodynamics here. Boss number 1 is Blastocyst, and we actually didn't have one pop down from the ceiling this time. We can at least make it past Mom's Heart. It's a slightly honorable death. Dying on Necropolis 1 would make me feel pretty bad about the whole situation. Now, Meat Boy's doing his part. He's actually doing a very good job, Meat Boy. Don't let me ever tell you that you're not up to snuff, because you're doing an alright job here, man. Now, if you could just make sure that we get the pentagram here, or meat. It's probably not going to save us, but it could do enough to keep us in the fight until the chest. Squeezy almost does that as well. I think it's worth taking. The Spirit Arts back us up a lot. And all we gotta do is beat Satan, which is definitely gonna be a war of attrition. And then maybe we get carried on the chest and this whole nightmare is over. Oh, come on. I really should not have picked up Mini Mush. The speed upgrade is killing me here. Don't try anything here, Meat Boy. There we go. Just gotta time it properly. There's our 2 bombs down the drain. Right now there's that bomb shopkeeper just a few floors back saying, like, if he'd only brought 2 more bombs, it wouldn't be a problem. I was gonna give him Polyphemus plus Mom's Knife rolled into 1. It's a new item for Community Remix called Polymom. Okay. This is gonna be an insanely long Mom's Heart boss fight. My brain is almost already checked out. I know that's unprofessional to say, but my mouth's still moving, isn't it? My face has a smile even if I'm dying a little bit on the inside. Meat Boy, you gotta get closer faster. Reason for that is so that we can take out these enemies and more quickly do damage to Mom's Heart here, because otherwise this fight is going to take 200,000 or 300,000 years, in case you haven't noticed. The lack of speed with which it's taking, or the lack of rush that we've got going on thus far. Alright. Pretty sad when I'm relying on Guardian Angel to get in there and do some extra damage. Come on, Meat Boy. He eats like 2 snacks. He's at like a buffet or something. He eats 2 bites, then goes to the next course. Stay on target, buddy. Alright, these Scumlords again. They're easy enough to take out at least, but man. I don't think I've had a Mom's Heart fight this long in ages. This is goddamn nightmarish. We're on Duke of Flies, which is already a, you know, a bit of a latecomer, and we're only halfway through. Now we get Chub, and again, we're maybe halfway through the fight total. Oh, it's a weird one. It's gonna be one of those ones. Again, as long as we beat Mom's Heart, I consider it a somewhat noble death. You may be the kind of person who disagrees, and that's okay too. So I think this is, you know, on some runs, or maybe my Isaac knowledge is just getting better, but on some runs it really seems like there's nothing I could have done. I did my best and it didn't work out. On this run, it totally feels like I'm doing my best, but my best isn't good enough because it cost us some deals with the devil. Seriously, time this Mom's Heart fight, my god. Easier enemies, please. Zombros are not the quickest enemy, but not the slowest either. And really, at this point, I'm using Guardian Angel as if it was like an incredibly high damage item, which it's not, and you shouldn't need me to tell you that. Oh, I took damage against these guys. That should tell you a little bit about my my mental state going into the next Duke of Flies. Here we go. Finally, we're on the final section of Mom's Heart. You can see Meat Boy's damage in all of its glory. Could be worse. It certainly could be better, but could be worse. Meat Boy, you're not making this case easy on me here. Thank you to Guardian Angel for blocking that incoming shot. Do we make it through Satan? If there's some way that we make it through Satan, man, all we gotta do is live to the next floor. Right? Then we get... Oh, I went to the... Oh. That wasn't even like my brain thinking like, hey, let's go to the cathedral. That's the way you do it. No, that was my brain thinking, hey, there's a half red heart. Do I need to pick that up? Wait, that would ruin my half heart interval. But oh wait, half heart intervals don't matter unless you, or the half heart intervals don't matter in Community Remix. No, wait, they do, but they only matter if you have the Polaroid. Wait, do I have the Polaroid? It doesn't show up in my trinket slot, yada yada. And by the time I finished that, it was like, oh, I've chosen the wrong direction, haven't I? So, you know, this pony's pretty easy, as you can see. I don't even know why I'm going through with this room. I guess at this point I feel like it's probably easier to fight it and maybe get a consumable back than it is to avoid it. Worked out fantastically, as you can tell. What's gonna kill me? Let's take some bets here. Oh, that was... I hate after, like, I start playing badly, people start throwing around these conspiracy theories, like, well, you just wanted to lose. I'm just gonna run through this room. It's not true, man. Sad Onion may help us out a great deal here. I don't want to lose, and I haven't mentally totally checked out. I'm just like... You know, it's like if you were in 8th grade math class, you don't know how to do, and you're like 2 or something like that. You don't know how to do anything, and people are like, well, just try. Your try is meaningless. You don't have you didn't learn the skills. You don't have them. Well, you might as well just give it a shot. You don't have it. The knowledge is not there. This isn't just a multiple choice test where you can, you know, just put A for every answer. And, hey, I got a 25. I know 25% of the course material, right, guys? No, you don't know it. You can't show your work. You can't get the correct answer. That's pretty much the position I feel like we're in right now. Like, we got a chance. But it's a long shot. And, you know, no matter what I do, it's not going to change my chances too much. The only thing I can do is dodge. I can not get hit. If I can somehow practice and perfect not getting hit, then we'll be in a great position. Which is why I'm basically bombing my way out of these rooms whenever I can, which is rarely. I think this might be the room that does me in, to be honest with you. Ooh, that was close. I don't have the best track record of dodging greed to begin with. Then we got the fistula parts. Wow, one of the greeds is already dead, though. If we make it through Isaac, I will eat my fucking shoe. Soul and all. Like, I'll eat my own. I'm not actually going to do that, by the way, because I saw that somebody made that bet on Reddit, and then they had to follow. Well, they didn't have to follow through with it. That's the thing people don't get about dumb bets like that. You don't have to follow through. Yeah, but you'd look dishonorable. Yeah, but it might save you, like, a literal trip to the hospital. So I'd rather look dishonorable on the internet than, you know, have to pay crazy medical bills or, you know, risk my own life or, you know, etc., etc. Yes, we have subsidized healthcare in Canada, but still. Maybe I wouldn't be in Canada when I'm doing it. You ever think about that? I take frequent trips to the Isle of Man. I actually don't even know where that is. Off the coast of Spain and France? I know that. I don't know. All I know is that I don't know. Maggie's Faith is not going to protect us. Do we know what this is? It's a range downgrade. I'm really glad that, yeah. I'm really glad that I took damage basically getting that. Alright, well that is going to do it. I'm going to try to dodge, but there's not going to be a whole lot of hope in it. Come on, me boy. Just block some shots for me. There we go. I tried. Thanks for watching. Sorry that one wasn't more community remixy either, but hopefully next one. Again, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, in spite of my ineptitude, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.